Are you a runner struggling with lower back pain? If so, this video is for you. I'm Dr. Dukes with Body in Motion, and we're going to go over the specific mechanisms that would cause most people to have lower back pain while running or after, right? So at the end of the day, the majority of us spend too much time sitting, so we can't ignore some of the underlying issues of sitting in a chair position, right? So a couple things that we're going to address today are the hip flexors, the glutes, and then the abductors to your hip. Those are really common things that are beat up with running. They're also tend to be tight with us sitting too much, right? So this is kind of a twofold thing. So at the end of the day, when we think about running, you're flying through the air and you're landing on the ground. There is a lot of working pieces from the ground up before we get to your lower back. There are also some form cues that could really help people that are struggling with lower back pain. So that is one thing to think about. It could be the act of the way that you run that could be causing your lower back to have problems. What we're going over here is really looking at exercises you could do pre or post run to help that, okay? So first thing that we'll kind of look at would be doing a couch stretch. So with this, you're gonna have a pad. You could use your couch, and you're gonna put one knee back as far as you can go, and then you're going to sit up if you can, or if you need to be down here and flex that glute, that works too. But ultimately, you've got to be able to flex your butt to have some of that pressure to the front of the hip. This is stretching your hip flexor and activating your glute. This is great because you need to have the hip flexor working to bring the leg through, but you also need a stable base of the glute while running. Another really good exercise that I like is a little bit more active. This is a good one to do before you run. So what we're going to do is you're going to have a foam roller on the wall, and you're going to have it about maybe 3 or 4 inches above your knee. You're going to be in that mid stance position of running. So you're going to want your body shifted forward. You're going to want this knee slightly bent, and there's 2 ways that you could do this. You could just hold here and feel the outside of your leg working in your glute. If you want to upgrade that a little bit, you can tip this hip down and then come back up. So we're actively moving it through the plane. That's going to happen while we run, okay? So those 2 exercises are my 2 favorites for most runners that tend to have a rather sedentary job. I understand that the ankle and foot have a big play in how our hip works, but we're talking about things that directly affect the lower back. So these are the two of my favorite exercises. The other thing that I can't say enough is the way that we run tends to be ignored a lot. So if these exercises speak to you and you want to know a little bit more, or you'd like to know a little bit more about how to change your gait, feel free to schedule a discovery call and we can explain the 3D gait, or we can talk about more exercises that might help you.